What's up, everyone? The Sly here with Flo. Flo, man, we got the news. Niners, Raiders, joint practices. Jimmy G, he's coming back, baby. What do you think about this, man? It's always nostalgia when you go anything with the Raiders, whether it's preseason, regular season. Now we have joint practices, man. What do you think about it, man?
I really like this, especially as a Niner fan. And even with the Raiders used to being in the Bay Area, remember back in the days, we used to always have the preseason games against them, but then that got a
Mm-hmm.
little crazy and they stopped those things. So that kind of sucked for us Niner fans because,
Mm-hmm.
well, obviously being in California, man, we'd always run into Raider fans. And it was just cool having that rivalry, even though it wasn't really too much of a rivalry because we started just dominating them. But I think it's gonna be sick for the players going out to Vegas. I just hope they don't freaking pull any Henry Ruggs situation because that would really suck. But I think for the most part, man, Jimmy G, man, he's gonna be having these guys over. You know, these players still love their Jimmy G. Maybe he'll take them to the Bunny Ranch. You know, so we'll see what happens. But I think it's gonna be a great uh, like little warm up
Scrimmages, yeah.
scrimmages. And I can't wait to see what happens because obviously last year we had the scrimmages with the Vikings, and those are pretty exciting to see the coverage. But what do you think, man?
Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be fun. Always excited, man. You know me, always into that stuff. I was thinking about going last year to Minnesota to do that because I know a few Niner YouTubers went there. Just a cool time, man. Obviously doing that. Honestly, for some reason, it seems like the other teams always get the better of us. Maybe because we are going on the road doing the scrimmages. They don't want to be there. They're there for like 4 or 5 days, and it's just practice after practice after practice. Because last year, remember, went to the Vikings, and they honestly, I'll be real, man. It seemed like they kicked our ass. We had moments and stuff. Obviously, we didn't have our two cornerbacks there, so Kirk Cousins was going off. I know the Vikings fans were all excited, saying that we owned the Niners. But at the end of the day, we were the better team than them. Let's be real. So we're not going to get everything on this. The one thing I do like is individual matchups, individual players, what they're going to do. Because we saw a few flashes there. Guys that were doing their thing. We saw Lenore. He did solid over there when we went to Minnesota. I'm always going to be looking at that stuff. And it's going to be funny. I'm always interested in seeing Jimmy G, how he's going to do now without that number one defense and all this other stuff. So it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun to see all this stuff. I'm always going to look at the matchups. But anything that has to do with the Raiders, man, I love it, man. I love it because those Raider fans, they always talk their shit, man. No matter what, if they suck, they're going to talk their shit. They're like Ramelia, the Rams, man, always talking that junk. So it's going to be interesting, but I can't wait, man. I love that's with the Raiders. Hopefully we could do this the next few years, work that stuff out with Josh McDaniels, and should be fun.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of good reps for like the corners, like you said, because they're going to be going up against Adams. Last year it was
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson, so I think that really helped them last year, especially going up against
Yeah.
him in those camp battles. So I think pretty much iron sharpens iron, and Devontae Adams, just like Jefferson, are one of those two top guys. So I think it's good for these corners for sure.
Yeah, man. It's always fun. The one thing I do not want is injuries. Because they're gonna be battling, and you know for a fact there's gonna be a fight. Remember when last year there was tensions with Fred Warner and a few of their offensive linemen from the Vikings. There's always something. Remember a few years ago it was Jimmy Ward and Hopkins, Jimmy Ward
Yes.
punching. So there's gonna be fight. It's gonna be hot over there in Vegas, and stuff's gonna go down. So I'm excited, man. I just can't wait to see what happens.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about these scrimmages. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.